Hello and welcome to episode 26 of Series 6 of Master League Story Mode. Have we all recovered from the unbelievable miracle at the Majestoso? That's what they're going to be calling it in the history books, especially if we go on to win the Cup, which is unlikely, but we might. But that 5-2 win against Bahia at the Majestoso, pretty incredible scenes there. Ziggy, a man that still people continue to doubt, bagging a hat-trick in one of the most iconic comebacks in recent memory, I'm sure. But we continue our journey in the Cup against very difficult opposition today. We are away at Oh, hang on, wait, it's Tim Sherwood. Oi, smash that like button, you mug. Oh, alright, okay, you better do it. There we are, look, he's happy now. He's happy now. You should definitely go and bang that like button. Don't want him to get angry. Anyway, as I said, we're about to take on Serie A's Gremio, and this is going to be a much tougher test. First of all, we can see that Marison has got a new nickname, not Ziggy, the Ace. I guess so. I guess that works. We've got some scouting reports to look at. Can't really be bothered with that now. I really just want to get into the action. I am raring to go after the excitement of the last game, so let's get into it. So as I said, we're taking on Gremio, and oh, what's this? A new graphic? A graphic? The first ever graphic? Yes, indeed. And before I explain to you where we are travelling today, we're away from home. Just a little reminder of where we are. This is Ponte Preta. We're in Campinas, just outside of Sao Paulo. This is sort of the hub of the country. Sao Paulo, Rio de Janeiro, all within sort of spitting distance of each other compared to the size of the country itself. Campinas is the 14th biggest city in Brazil when it comes to population, and we are taking, as I said, a trip down south to Porto Alegre, which is the 10th most populous city in the whole of Brazil. So fairly similar size, actually, fairly similar size cities. But Gremio are a side with a slightly more successful history, not a longer history, let's not forget. Ponte Preta, the oldest still active side in Brazilian club football. But Gremio aren't far behind. They've been going for 116 years. They started just 3 years after the birth of Ponte Preta in September 1903, and they have managed to claim 2 Serie A titles in their time. I mean, there's a few variations in terms of what the leagues actually were. It hasn't always been Serie A. Some of them leagues were merged, blah blah blah. But when it comes to top flight wins, Gremio have managed 2. One in 81 and one in 96. So it's been a while. It has been a while. In 2018, they finished 4th. That's in real life, so pretty good. Last year in this, they finished 7th. So they've sort of lagged behind a little bit. Let's go and look and see how we're going to line up against them today. Ooh, poor form on our 2 best performing players from the last game. Mauro JR, a player who everyone in the comments and myself is very excited about. Thank you for all the great comments on the last episode. A lot of you commenting who don't normally comment, great to see you there. Love to see you back there. Always appreciate the comments. And obviously, as Tim Sherwood says, look, there he is, he's angry again. Look, just smash the like button. You don't want to anger him, all right? Anyway, I'm always really thankful for comments and likes. And obviously, if you haven't subscribed, just do that as well. But anyway, yeah, everyone was very excited about Mauro JR. I am as well. I can't believe we've managed to sign him. Managed to coax him back to Brazil from the Eredivisie, from Heracles. And he's only 21 years old, but already really good. He's 75 finishing. I expect goals from him. But do we start him today? That's the question on Downward Arrow. I think we'll give him a chance, and I think we've got to start Ziggy as well after the performance in the last game. You know, if anyone else in the whole team was on a Downward Arrow other than those 2, we'd swap them out, but we're not going to because of that. We're playing away, so we do sort of, I don't know, do we keep it tight or do we really try and get that away goal? We won't change anything from the last game. Questions about Lucas Claro may be coming in. How does that affect team spirit? Takes off 5 if we take out a Vini. 3, oh no, it takes out more than that, God. So yeah, it's a big effect. We don't want to do that unless we have to. Quick look at Gremio. Well, they've got Everton, who is a player in demand. He is certainly their star. Seen interestingly today that Everton Football Club are interested in him. I don't know if that's just purely on the name. Work for Arsenal and Arsene Wenger, I guess. Anyway, let's get into this one. This is going to be a really tricky one, especially starting away from home. After a 759-mile drive south, it did have a pretty big effect on us in the first leg of the last game, but if we can get them back to the Majestoso without too many goals, then who knows what could happen. Right, let's get into it. So here we are at the Arena de Gremio. It's a licensed stadium in this, and it looks gorgeous. This is quite a new stadium, built in 2012, holds 55,662, and it seems to be full today for this big game in the 3rd round of the Copa Brazil. Confidence has got to be high after the performance in the last game. Can Zico inspire his side to continue their winning run of one. Let's get into it and find out. Ball inside's nice. Oh, Andre leads it. Oh, bollocks. Bollocks! Exactly the same as happened last time. Early goal conceded. And it's far, far too simple. Oh, Ibanez. I tried not to be drawn in by the 1-2. Just couldn't change quick enough. Couldn't get back to it. Bollocks. Well, it's not the start we needed, but it's the start we probably expected. Igor into Mauro Jr. Oh, steps away. Surely fouled there. Yep. Draws the free kick in a dangerous position here on the edge of the box. Jimmy Quids is our man. 74. It's the highest we've got when it comes to free kick takers. He's got a lot of goal to aim at here. That could be just about right. Yes, it is. Jimmy Quids, the real thing. Ain't nothing like the real thing, baby. As he speeds away for a little bit of samba. That's not samba, is it? I don't know samba. But look at that lovely stuff from a set piece there. Jimmy Quids making the step up to the next level. Cool, calm, collected. I mean, it was almost the perfect position for a right footer. Only one thing in his mind. And the party atmosphere begins here for the travelling Ponte Pretanos. If there are any. I guess there probably would be. It's not that far away. And we get a crucial away goal. Thiago Real puts it into the path of Mauro Jr. Takes that really well. Looks for Takuma Asano. It's the right ball, just slightly over here. It all got a bit crowded there, but Mauro Jr. just looks electric. What a signing that was. Everton now, the danger man. Looks early for Andre, the big striker. But we get that back. Now to Takuma Asano. Lovely footwork. Asano steps inside as Marilison drags his defender wide. Still Takuma Asano just gets a hand on the back there. Referee saw nothing wrong with it. Lovely running, direct stuff there from Takuma Asano. So half-time nearly upon us here, and in this cauldron-like atmosphere, I think we've actually done pretty well. Don't want to count my chickens. There could be a chance here as the high ball goes through to Andre, but it's well cut out. And that will be pretty much time up here. Mauro Jr. have one final chance to run it, and he will. Referee's given us a second. Oh, could make its way through to Marilison. Doesn't quite, but Abner will get there, and that will be half-time. Yeah, I mean, I reckon the Gremio possession stats are probably nearing 60. Yep, there we are, 59. But still, only one shot on target from either side. We have been working our arses off to close them down. We've kept them pinned back in their own half. And it's making life very difficult for them. If it wasn't for the one mistake from Ibanez, I think we would be up here, or at least, well, it would be 0-0, because we're struggling really to get the ball and impose ourselves on this game. But this is where we're happy with 1-1. The away goal, absolutely fine. If we can keep it as it is or grab another, then we'll be very pleased. Jimmy Quids, lovely first time ball into Arnaldo. Not seen much from him. He's tracked by Everton. Cuts back inside. Finds Mauro Jr. Oh, lovely interplay there. And now Mauro Jr. away from his man, into the box. Hits one. Oh, it's a tricky one for the keeper. He didn't look particularly sure about that, but Mauro Jr. absolutely electric. Clever 1-2 there with Jimmy Quids. And then using Asano as a dummy. Marilison stayed back. Dipping nastily just before the keeper. If that had been on target, it would have been a really tricky one for him. Everton now, the danger man, Bruno Cortes. Igor putting him under pressure, but Everton will play it back. Really dangerous position here. Oh, Luis Fernando, what the fuck was that? Andre on the turn. Fernando can head away. Marilison, lovely flick into Mauro Jr. And this is what he does best as he powers through the centre. Still Mauro Jr. They don't want to touch him. Oh, and he's managed just about to find Arnaldo. Oh, but Bruno Cortes does really well. Oh, he's totally changed the dynamic of this side. Easy cut out there for Ibanez. And now Fernando back into Mauro Jr. He finds an early ball for Takuma Asano. Oh, just couldn't quite squeeze through there, but the pressure continues. 64 minutes gone. Ponte Preta have come out fighting here. We look like the side most likely to score. Oh, somehow it's found its way through here. Aguilera lays it off. Gomez puts a dangerous ball in. Ooh. Ivan comes out. Confident punch. And then Jimmy Quids with a good ball to find Igor. He'll push one into space looking for Asano. It's well cut out. And now Fernando. Out to Arnaldo. Good pace from him. Bruno Cortes brings him down. And that's going to be a yellow card, surely. Gremio not been shy of putting in some big challenges today. Could really do without Arnaldo getting injured. That's late. Real roll of the dice here from Zico. Triple substitution. Marilison off, replaced by Mabele. It's the first we'll really see of him. Taking off Luis Fernando, bringing on Matthias at defensive midfielder. He can pick a pass. And then Mauro JR looking very tired, so we brought on Mousinho in his place. Zico's obviously seen, with the way this game is going, that there's a good chance we could score a second, and that could make things a lot easier as we return to the Majestoso. So let's see if this pays off or not. Mousinho now the substitute. Accepts the ball from Abner, who's still full of running. Can't get... Oh, he's just beaten Gomez to that ball in, looking for Mabele. Just couldn't find him at the near post. Abner, great running. Late in the game, he's put on the miles in this game. Still bombing on, still getting forward. Let's not get sloppy now, though. Aguilera, Marcinho tracking him back. Now Gomez. Oh, that's loose. And now, oh, Matthias can't get to that. Let's not do this. Let's not do this. Aguilera. Oh, Abner does well. And Bruno Ravini brings it away casually there. Takuma Asano. No, can't keep possession. Chance here for Gremio. Really big chance. Aguilera into the box. Ibanez does well. Shepherds in wide. Ivan with the early throw. Asano, a little flick looking for Jimmy Quids. We're struggling to get the ball back now. We showed real dominance. We changed things up. It's not worked. Oof. Right, come on. Everton now. Igor putting the pressure on him, but Everton's found a way to evade his challenge. Oh, Luan now gets the shot off. Ivan, what a save there. 89th minute. Stretch of the right arm, and Arnaldo is injured. Shit. We've got no subs to make, and he is not really someone we want to be injured. There's nothing we can do about it now. I think he's still on the pitch. Oh, shit! I thought that was going to go straight to Thiago Real. Went over his head. Everton went for it first time. Last minute here. It's Marcinho, the substitute. Driving forward. He can run. Mabele, lovely first touch from the striker. Can he slot this one home? He can't! He's taken out in the box there, ref! That would have fallen to him. Oh, Mabele, with a chance to make himself the hero off the bench. Couldn't take it. Showed good pace to get into position. Well, what an interesting game that was. Gremio dominated the first half. We came out. Zico's team talk obviously did the trick. We dominated the first half of that second half. We then made the changes, and then I think maybe the drop in team spirit really hit us, because we struggled a little bit in the last 10, but we kept it where we wanted it. 1-1 is absolutely a great scoreline for us. Mauro JR again, dazzling. And we go back to the Majestoso. Fortress Moises Lucarelli with an important away goal. So all in all, not bad. And there we are. We have the potential to be playing either America Mineiro, who we know from Serie B, or Coimbra, another Serie B side. So if we can get through this, then we've got a potentially fairly easy draw for the next round. I'd love to go all the way. I'd love to play in a final. That would be brilliant. Semi-final I'd like. Just beating Gremio will be a big achievement. So a quick look at the messages. We've had a bid in for Diego Renan from China. Tempting. It's a good thing to have when we get to the next window. Marison's role has changed. He should make a great star player. Oh, okay, cool. Let's go and take a look at that. So there we are, level 1 star player. What does that do? Adds a fan favourite bonus. Is that it? Is that all it does? Give us a slight boost in terms of finances. That's as good as it gets, is it? I thought it was going to be more interesting than that, to be fair. So before we get into the next game, one thing we are going to be doing in between the two games is just having a little delve into the histories and the careers of some of our players. We're going to start with the new signings, just to give us an idea of who they are. And we're going to start with this guy, Matthias. I think I already mentioned that, interestingly, his name is Matthias Oliveira, which was the name of a player that we just sold as well. Exactly the same name, pretty much. But that is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to interesting facts about our new centre mid slash attacking mid slash... He can play pretty much anywhere. He's a really adaptable player. He was born just down the road from Sao Paulo in Rio de Janeiro in 1994. And that is an important year, 1994, the year of the USA World Cup. I think one of the most iconic World Cups in recent memory. And one of the most iconic moments in that World Cup came from this man's father. Yep, none other than Bebeto, and you will remember his famous rocking the baby celebration. I don't know if that's the first time that celebration has ever been done, but it certainly has spread from there. If it was, it's pretty common to see that nowadays. And this is the man, or at that stage, the tiny baby, that the rocking the baby was being done about. How cool is that? What an interesting fact that is. And particularly interesting in that Matthias has gone on to become a professional footballer of a fairly high standard. He started his career at Zico's Flamengo. So it's a nice little link there with the manager. He hasn't quite, I mean, he's 25 years old, there's still time, but he hasn't quite hit the heights of his dad. He spent his youth career at Flamengo from 2006 to 2013. And then after that, he made the move to Portugal, first of all to Estoril, and then to Sporting, where he moved in 2017. And he hasn't actually played for them yet. He's been on 2 loan spells to Vitória de Guimarães. Also in Portugal, he's only played handful of games for them. He did get 4 under-20 Brazil caps in 2012, so he was obviously fairly highly rated when he was at Flamengo, but things have gone slightly downhill from there. But now he's back in Serie A with Ponte Preta, and as we know, he's got some really interesting stats. He's a great passer of the ball, incredible ball control, lacking a bit physically, but I think he could possibly become a starter. There's no reason why he couldn't play an Eagles position if he drops off. I don't think he's going to come in as an attacking mid, but as a central midfielder who can spray a ball around and, you know, step away from one man and then create an attacking opportunity, I think he could be pretty valuable. So there we are, Matthias Oliveira, the baby, the most famous baby in football in 1994. It's a pleasure to welcome you to the club. So now we know a little bit more about him. Let's move on to this huge second leg against Gremio. As we saw, if we were able to get a result here, we've got a fairly generous matchup in the next round, so that would be incredible. Now, Ziggy on a downward arrow, Mabelli on an upward arrow. Tempted to give him a run out. Takes 4 off our team spirit. We are going to have to swap out Asano as well. Obvious choice there is Marcinho. Actually, it takes us down to 82. It's not awful. Lots of new faces in the attack today. I think we'll keep everything else as it is, just for continuity's sake. Jimmy Quid's the goal scorer in the last game. Mauro JR. He is just thrilling to play with. He can step away and step forward in the blink of an eye. Gremio again, they're starting with Luan today. I thought Andre up top was actually a bit of a handful for us. He's a big guy. 81 rated centre back, but look at that 63 rated goalkeeper, Julio Cesar. Let's try and put him under pressure early on. We've got the macaca behind us, let's go. So although this isn't actually true to life, in terms of the calendar and the cup all being played out like this, actually works pretty well for us if we can get through to the next round, even if we don't win it. We've had a good 4 games to bed in some of the new signings, and that's important, that is really important. It gives us a chance for team spirit to be high with the new signings in. We've got a couple new ones in today. Mabele up top, the Congolese striker, and Marcinho, the lone signing, out on the wing. Can Mabele find his first goal in the black and white of Ponte Preta? Let's do this. Igor out to Arnaldo. Thankfully he's okay. Marcinho looks to take on Bruno Cortes. Arnaldo's there. Can he get a good ball in? He can. Mabele's lurking. Couldn't get to it. Abner now down this left-hand side. There's so much to be feared down this flank now, and Abner's got the position here to put a ball in. Looking for Mabele. Oh, Mabele looks to take a touch. Didn't quite fall to him. Jimmy Quids won't get to that. It's unlucky. Great running there from Abner. And he again uses that raw pace to make up the ground there. Oh, he's just lost out to Alisson. That's not good. And now Luan, Ibanez. Oh, Igor's there with Everton, but Everton gets to it. Ball inside to Orellano. And that is just wide. Abner involved all over the pitch there, but in the end he gave it away. That was a clever ball. Everton gets there. Good ball inside. Goal at his mercy there. He will be gutted not to have hit the target. Oh, it slipped through here. Mauro JR putting in the mileage there. Getting back and winning that. That's huge work there from a player who's already becoming a huge fan favourite. Thiago Real looking for Marcinho over the top. It's well cut out. Quidzy will get there though. Arnaldo on the overlap. He goes inside. That's clever to Marcinho. Just can't quite get to it. But we're able to recycle here. The macaca in good voice. Mabele lays it off. Marcinho looks for him again. Mabele with a goal at his mercy. And there it is. Mabele gets his first goal in Brazilian football. And it was just pressure after pressure. Pressure on pressure. And with the macaca behind you in this stadium, we are a force to be reckoned with. And that puts us ahead here. And with maybe his third or fourth touch in the Ponte Preta, black and white, he grabs a good goal. Mauro JR. Always electric. It's Marcinho. 2 new signings there. 3 new signings linking up. And Mabele, well, the one thing he does lack, he doesn't lack attacking prowess. His positioning and his run should be really good. He is quick. He's got great balance. His finishing is a little low. I think it's 74. Maybe even less than that. But he wasn't going to miss that one. And there we have it. What a start here. Oh, more great pressure there. Thiago Real looks first time for Mabele. What a ball that is. Mabele takes it down, pokes it past the keeper, and it's 2 here. Oh, what a debut. What a full debut this is from Mabele. And as you know, in the Democratic Republic of Congo, golf is the national sport. And that's a hole in one. Well, that's actually 2 holes in one for the new striker. What a ball that was from Thiago Real. You've got to ask questions of the Gremio centre-back, though. You had plenty of time to deal with it. Jimmy Quids looks up. Oh, that's actually a really good ball. You can't blame the centre-back there. And he's popped that through the legs. Lovely work. A brace for him. As Ziggy watches from the bench. Well, look, we've got 2 great options up top. And Mabele showed great pace. Lovely first touch as well. That's beautiful. What a finish that is. Oh, big mistake there. And Mabele could be on for his hat-trick here. Lovely first touch away from Kahneman. Oh, he's back inside with the left. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Knocked me down with a feather. Did not see this coming. And the Majestoso rocking here. The carnival atmosphere. I mean, that's a huge error there, but Mabele's first touch is a beautiful one. Sends him out for a sandwich there. Cuts back inside. Finishes really well with the left. Curls it expertly. And we are putting them to the sword here. This is certainly not what anyone would have expected. Gremio the better side. And they've made a lot of mistakes. And we've seen some great finishing from our new striker. Ball through for Allison here. Half an hour on the clock. Abner and Mauro JR looking to see him out wide. Allison does well. Turning. Oh, that's done really well there. Luan's header. Not a good one. And Marcinho will find the goal scorer in Mabele. And he'll run at him here. Oh, Mabele scythe down in the midfield. Come on. Yep, that's a foul. We've got him. We've got him where we want him. We've got him rattled. It's a dangerous challenge there. Better here from Gremio. Luan now gets the shot off early. Ivan, simple save in the end. He goes quickly into Igor. That's a lovely touch. Luis Fernando's pass is not a good one, but Arnaldo slides in. That was unnecessarily reckless there, Arnaldo. And he'll get a yellow card for his troubles. I don't know why he did that. Oh, wow. Yeah, I mean, you're going to need more than prayers there. I don't think God can help you with that one, Arnie. Luan now. Oh, that's it, Fernando. That's what we want to see. That's what we got from Luis Carlos, and that's what we get from him. And look at that, Ndombe Mabele, the new signing, the free transfer. He was one of those players that didn't quite spark joy for me. It was a good signing. It was a solid signing. It wasn't for me an exciting signing, but he has been thrilling here. His first start at the Moises Lucarelli. 3 real strikers finishes. I mean, the third one, the pick of the bunch. Quite incredible. So that makes it 4-1 on aggregate. They're going to need to score 3 goals in this second half. We should be okay. So the beginning of this clip messed up, but the second half has begun. We're 2 minutes in. Nothing has happened. You've missed nothing. Oh, except for the fact that Arnaldo basically tickled a Gremio player and was awarded a second yellow card. So he is now off. He's done. It was not a second yellow card challenge. I wish I could show you it. It's gone, but it was ridiculous. And he is gone as well. And we join the action now as we look to move things around. And we should be fine. We should be fine. So we're going to have to make some changes. Igor makes way. Luis Ricardo comes in at right back. I mean, they do still have to score 3. That gives them a real boost, I'm sure. And a big chance here for them. A silly red card. Our first red card of the series, I'm pretty sure. Unnecessary. But there we are. Luis Ricardo has got the job of marking Everton. Their danger man. Oh, that's a good ball. That's a very good ball. Bruno Avini just does enough. It squirms out for a corner there. Oh, good ball looking for Alisson. It's wave after wave of Gremio attack now. Abner does No! Ref! What are you on about, ref? What are you on about? Just why don't you send him off as well? Might as well. Oh, Abner there. There's not much in that, is there, really? This is a really dangerous position, though, for Luan. Surely not going to go for a goal. He can just put this into a dangerous area. Fernando reads it really well. Cuts it out, but the danger's still there. Bruno Avini can't win it. Oh, you bastard. Luan on the turn. It's not a bad effort. Oh, Mauro JR. Didn't anyone tell you that we're a man down? Mabele. Oh, he's side down as well. I think that's going to be pulled back for the challenge on Mauro JR. And rightly so. That should definitely be a yellow card. After the Arnaldo challenge. That is not a talking to, ref. Absolute disgrace. Mauro JR, though. Embarrassing players here. That's awful, awful refereeing. If we don't win this, then I am going to start some sort of campaign. Quidzi able to turn. He's side down as well. Gremio getting dirty now. That is a yellow card. Thank you. Finally. You know they can be given to both sides. Marcinho, that's a lovely bit of work there. And he's fouled as well, really badly. But Luis Ricardo can put a ball in. Marcinho's down injured there. And they go long with that. Bruno Avini, big header. Marcinho's still down. He is. He's just getting to his feet. Luis Ricardo. What a ball into Jimmy Quids. The first time effort. What a ball that was. What a goal that would have been. And they're going absolutely mental. Gremio have lost it. Gremio have lost their heads. Heads have gone here. It's another card. I mean, that is a straight red. Surely a straight red. Oh, it's just a yellow card. Somehow just his first yellow card as well. But we will have a penalty here. Oh my god, there's obviously the crowd have riled him up or something. Thiago Real back on his feet. We've missed a penalty already this season. Let's not make it two, Jimmy. Scored from a set piece in the last game, and he scores again. And that makes it 3 on the night. And that makes it safe. No, that makes it 4 on the night, sorry. Taking a little bit of a while with the scoreboard there. 4 on the night. I mean, it was safe before. It's definitely really safe now. And that's a tribute goal for Arnaldo. Oh my god, Bruno Cortez. Rush of blood to the head doesn't even cover that. Mauro JR gets to that. Now Mabele just about finds Marcinho. They're just swiping at us here. Marcinho looks to step inside. Still almost bundles his way through. This is hilarious. Chance here. Kahneman. Pierre. Oh, that's a good ball. Kahneman's effort. Good save, Ivan. Abner puts it into touch. This is an exciting one. There's no doubt about it. It's a crazy one. So our 2 final substitutes have been used. Matthias comes into the midfield and Abner is replaced by Diego Renan just for some more legs at left back. Just got to see this out. Matthias is... Bloody hell, what the fuck was that, Matthias? Was that you? Was that you? Oh, the famous baby. With a famously poor header there. I think maybe the Gremio player just rose above him, actually. If not, then Matthias just basically tried to score. Okay, 4-1. Not ideal. But we should still be okay. Matthias now. Oh, space to turn. He's away from Enrique. Oh, he's taken out there as he looks to find Mabele. We are getting lumps kicked out of us at this stage. He's really trying to come out of this game without any long-term injuries. Again, the referee says not a problem. And Matthias had already released it. That is a career-ending tackle, potentially. Bloody hell. Mauro JR. He's played the full 90 today. He's still running. Still Mauro Jr. Still Mauro Jr. Mauro Jr. Oh, almost the nail in the coffin there. I mean, this coffin is done. 6 minutes of extra time. This game is... I've never seen anything like this game at all. It's a cup classic. Mauro Jr. does well to find Matthias. He can hit him, and he does. Oh, it's off the post. Oh, as we creep into the 92nd minute of this game, Matthias there, almost sealing it with a kiss. Oh, chance on the break here, and Luan is away from Bruno Avini. It will mean very little here, with only a few seconds left in this one, but he has spooned it wide. Luan has had a nightmare today. Oh, this game. This game. So there we are. Cheers from the Ponte Pretanos. Boos as well for this Gremio side, who've come here to kick 7 shades out of us. And somehow it is Arnaldo. Somehow it's Ponte Preta, who went with one less man after a very controversial sending off. But the positive today, definitely this man, Nubele, the new signing, coming in. And 3 very quick goals in that first half, killing off this tie before it had even really begun. You just don't want to come here. No one wants to come here. You shouldn't. You shouldn't want to come here. 8.5 there for the debutant, and Marcinho looked okay as well. Mauro Jr. Not his best game so far, but still always looks dangerous on the ball. Jimmy Quids, great ball over the top for his second. Arnaldo sending off. That's unfortunate that we're going to miss him. That means we have to bring in Luis Ricardo, who's probably, actually definitely our weakest replacement. It's a slight bummer. Only very minor bummer. 5-2. Dominant. And we go on to play America Mineiro, a side I don't think they didn't get promoted, so are now still Serie B side. If we overcome them, then it's going to be either Botafogo or Palmeiras. And then who's still in it? Flamengo's still in it. I'd love a Flamengo final. Santos. That side of the draw looks a bit more difficult. Internacional as well over there. But yeah, there we are. Incredible work. So we're into the quarters. Still no sniff at all of Serie A. Arnaldo with the 1 match suspension. Only 1 match suspension. Okay, it was a second yellow, wasn't it? And there we are. Newcomer Mauro Jr. tops expectations since his move. Mauro Jr. is considered to have more than met his price tag with a string of stellar performances. Completely agree. Paranay's interested in Thiago Real, but he's not going anywhere. So anyway, thanks for joining me for this one. Hope you enjoyed the new graphics, the player profiles that we're going to be doing. If you did enjoy it, obviously do what Tim says. I'll see you in a bit.